Welcome to another myTomorrows video. We make these because we believe better informed conversations help to make drug development serve everyone better. Today we're in conversation with Senior Patient Navigator Angela Sarmiento. We'll be talking about the process through which patient navigators and myTomorrows help patients find treatment options among clinical trials and expanded access programs. Angela, welcome.
Thank you, Ken.
Let's start by asking you to please give us a bit about your background and how you came to be at myTomorrows.
I am a physician from Colombia, where I practiced for about 5 years. And after moving to the Netherlands, I joined myTomorrows in 2019 as a patient navigator.
Right, so now as Senior Patient Navigator, you lead a team that helps patients with unmet medical need. Can you tell us a bit about that, please?
By unmet medical need, we mean a situation where a patient has a serious or life-threatening illness and cannot find suitable options among already approved drugs. Many drugs are in development all over the world to try to help these patients, but it can sometimes be difficult for them or their caregivers to know where to start. Patient navigators are the first point of contact for these patients and their families. We all have medical or biomedical backgrounds and work within the medical affairs department. We are trained to inform patients about treatment options that are in development and help them understand how access to the unapproved or investigational products works. Our role is to help them navigate the complexities of searching for potential treatment options.
Please give us the details of how you guide patients through this process.
Patients typically connect with us online because that is where they are mostly searching for treatment options. They come across our website and from there are able to book a call with us by completing a short contact form. The call can be booked at a time that is convenient for them, no matter where they are in the world.
So anywhere in the world, in any language?
No, not quite, but between us we speak 8 major languages and can often help patients in their native tongue, and they find this really helpful.
So we cover how to prepare for this intake call in a separate video, but for now, maybe you could give us a broad sense of what happens during the call.
Yes, of course. Let me start off by saying that although the call is with the patient, their physician is a key part of the process. And from obtaining additional medical information to directly sharing the treatment search report, we aim to involve them as much as possible and as soon as possible. In terms of the intake call, we provide general educational information about clinical trials and expanded access programs. Then we explain that myTomorrows provides help with finding options only and does not give any type of medical advice. Also, we confirm that there is an unmet medical need. And after that, we obtain consent from the patient or caregiver to use their medical information to guide our global search through clinical trials and expanded access programs. And using this medical information, we compile an impartial list of relevant clinical trials and expanded access programs. We call this the treatment search report.
How long does it take to issue a treatment search report?
5 working days. While we're working on the treatment search report, we immediately send a patient information brochure. This brochure contains written information about pre-approval access as well as the next steps of the process. It also shows examples of what the treatment search report listings look like, so the patient is ready to talk through them with their physician.
What happens next?
The patient receives their treatment search report and has a follow-up call with the same patient navigator. Again, we don't give medical advice or recommend options. We just make sure the patient or caregiver understands the search report in general.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Well, how the information on treatment options is presented and where to find it.
I guess this is so the patient and physician can have a better quality conversation. Exactly.
To decide on an option, they need to share and discuss the treatment search report with their physician. myTomorrows can also share the report directly with the physician. The patient and their physician review the personalized list of options together and decide which ones are potentially suitable. The physician can then request enrollment in a clinical trial or expanded access program. myTomorrows then guides the physician through the process of enrollment in a clinical trial or requesting access to a drug through an expanded access program. Regardless of which option is pursued, myTomorrows' goal is to help as many patients as possible access treatment.
That's very clear from speaking to you. Before we sign off, maybe it's useful to ask you to give us a recap of this patient process.
Sure. First, an online contact form is completed to book an intake call with a patient navigator, and during the call we confirm the patient's medical situation. Next, we invite them to securely upload relevant medical information to the patient portal, and this information is used to compile a treatment search report. Once compiled, the treatment search report is sent to the patient and discussed in a follow-up call with the same patient navigator, not to give medical advice, just to check the information and options is understood. The treatment search report is then shared with the physician by myTomorrows or the patient. Together, patient and physician review the options and may request access to a suitable one. Depending on the trial or program, either the drug developer or myTomorrows processes the request, and if the eligibility criteria are met, the patient starts treatment.
Thank you so much, Angela, for walking us through the important work that you and your team do.
It was my pleasure. Thank you, Ken.